Press subscribe.
Press subscribe.
Press the bell.
Press the bell.
Press like.
Press like.
Change your life one word at a time.
Hello, good morning now. Welcome to my channel. My name is Mr. Lily and I graduated from CPT, Christian Practical Theology, because it's not about just the finance market and the blockchain and the Bitcoin. It's about you investing yourself. So how do we like to start our day? And I hope you're keeping healthy. I got my Irish moss, my sea moss. It's all about investing in yourself. Start your day right. What's our affirmations, Taja?
I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm wise, I'm powerful. It's gonna be a good day. Thank you, Jesus. I'm black, I'm proud.
Amen. And we got lots to talk about. We can see, let's see, Bitcoin is doing its all-time highs again. Even today, it was at like 57,831. We can see it's minus 0.81% from all-time highs. So it's still going up. You can see here, look at the charts. It's been doing nice things. It's even past $1 trillion market cap, because we can see here gold is at 11 trillion. Apple, biggest big company in the world, is at 2.18 trillion. Saudi Aramco from the oil and stuff, 2.07. Silver is 1.496 trillion. I remember in my other video, we were talking about when will we stop treating Bitcoin as something that will just drop 60% and can go up and down and we can't really trust it and it's volatile. And we looked at silver and we saw, well, that doesn't really do that big drops. And could it be because of the market cap? There's enough people that understand what it is and are staying in it for the long term. Because with gold, it's been here 1,000 years. People know what it is, a store of value. They're not scared. They know what it is. Whereas Bitcoin got loads of people come in, don't know what it is. They've never been in all the other crashes, DeFi crashes, all these things. Not seen the money just fall crazy, so they don't know. They're all neutral. They don't even know what it really is. They're just FOMO in fear of missing out to take part. So it could still be volatile. But we can see even Ethereum is like 45th place, bigger than Nike, bigger than, oh, it looks like it's dropping. Nike was lower, but it's just under Nike now. So it's 223 billion. It's bigger than Vanguard stock ETF, bigger than Coca-Cola. So it's very interesting space. But we can see even now on Coinmarketcap, they've added Polkadot ecosystem, added NFTs, because remember, NFTs are non-fungible tokens, and we can see it's going big because even Logan Paul, he's a YouTuber that's linked to YouTube. And in case you haven't heard, Logan Paul will be hosting the world's first $1 million plus Pokemon unboxing on Saturday, February 27th. Bonnie and Logan are giving you the chance to win up to 3 first edition packs valued at $38,250 each. For Pokemon, imagine. So on Friday just gone, Logan Paul will be releasing his exclusive set of 3,000 NFTs on BondSwap, powered by Bondi. These will sell for 1 ETH each, and 1 ETH is like $2,000 to purchase one. And 30 minutes when it opened on Friday, $1 million was already raised. Crazy gains. And Bondly's doing really nice. It got to like yesterday, 87 cents all-time high here. We can see in 30 days, 626%, so 6x. And right now it's at $74. But we are seeing, so remember, even on Coinmarketcap, we can see these ecosystems. We can see we've got cryptocurrencies. We've got to see Binance is now third at a market of 45 trillion. So things are changing where Ethereum was getting a lot of the power. Binance are coming up. Polkadot as well. We can see they're now fourth, passing Cardano. Cardano's been sleeping, or it's still bullish, but things are passing. So we remember we talked about in my last video, you got revolutions before Bitcoin, anything that was called 2013, pumping. Then you had Ethereum revolution. Anything launched Ethereum ecosystem, pumping. Now we got Polkadot ecosystem. Like you can see here, they've even put it as a tracker for them to be watching what's on it. You can see here Polkadot, Kusama, all these tokens. They're tracking what's going on. And then, of course, you've got the DeFi revolution, which is still going on. But within the DeFi revolution, you've got Polkadot's doing really well. And then you've got NFTs doing really well. But now you can see even Binance is doing really well. Because don't forget, Polkadot is good because it's the alternative to Ether, where it's less gas fees. But you've got Binance, and everything that's on Binance seems to be pumping. And you can even see Pancakeswap that was on Binance is done 2,456% in 30 days. We can see at 24th of January, it was only 30 days, 86 cents. So 30 days ago, this was at 86 cents. And now it's like at $17. Its all-time high was $20 just 2 days ago. And I tried to get involved in Pancakeswap, and I found this where Metamask is useful. You need to have a Metamask in order to take part of the Binance smart chain. Because with Binance, where they're smart, because let's first look, the difference between Coinbase and Binance first, actually. So clearly, comparing Coinbase to Binance, the biggest active users is gathered by Binance with around 30.5 million users. And remember, the Forex market sees like 6.6 trillion amount each day, 6.6 trillion. So that's the biggest market. But now you've got, I'm going to look at Pancakeswap in a second, because we got Pancakeswap past, where's my tab? I think Pancakeswap passed. Yeah, so let's look. Pancakeswap passes Uniswap. Because Uniswap is the biggest exchange. Because remember, some exchanges like America stock markets, not everyone has access to that. Whereas Uniswap is the biggest one, everyone global can have access to it. An American one, only if you own England or certain countries, you have access to it. They don't give access to anybody. So that's the difference. And it's all centralized. You need your NI number, things like that and stuff. Whereas Uniswap, you can get on there without all these exchanges. It's decentralized as well. So you can get on there anyone. It's global. So but Uniswap was on more Ethereum's network. So Ethereum was pumping anything on Uniswap, things could be traded. But Pancakeswap, which we can see, like as I said 30 days ago, it's jumped crazy percentages. It now has more volume, more daily usage than even Uniswap. What we've got here, Binance BNB token is up 30%, and we've got Pancakeswap automated market now has, for the year-to-date volumes have been a tad more impressive, up to 2,800% from 37 million on January the 1st to 1.1 billion on February the 17th on CoinGecko. So it's even doing better than Uniswap. And the good thing about, so the difference between Coinbase and Binance, so more active users, and I would say Coinbase is more like a bank, whereas Binance is also a proper exchange where you can get leverage and all of that. Though Coinbase now is Coinbase Pro, we can do the same. But Coinbase, they see, is more for beginners, has more fees and stuff, whereas Binance has less fees and has different ways of doing its thing. So, and another key thing, the difference between Binance, because Binance has two parallel chains. So you've got the original chain here called Binance Chain, is a blockchain project that was initiated by Binance and launched in April 2019. It allowed anyone to issue, use, and exchange digital assets on the blockchain, so similar to Coinbase, with the BNB, but also has its own token like the BNB. Binance Dex is a decentralized app like Coinbase. Well, Coinbase is more centralized now because you've got your KYC and you have to know who you are on it. And its most useful decentralized application that's to date. It allows users to directly trade digital assets and stuff. But what is parallel to that, we've got the Binance Smart Chain, a parallel blockchain that brings programmability to Binance Chain, essentially creating a dual chain system. This enables the support of smart contracts and compatibility with Ethereum virtual machine, because remember, things can't connect to each other. Bitcoin couldn't talk to Ethereum, so it had to make a wrap Bitcoin to be able to be on an Ethereum system. Ethereum couldn't talk to Binance, so it needs to make a wrapped Ethereum to be able to be on the Binance system and all of this. So, but Binance is able to have two parallel blockchains that can work on its own system, while the other one also works on Ethereum system as well. And what I got found, because of Pancake booming, I wanted to be able to stake and farm. So remember, to stake and farm, you can get passive income by locking your assets for a little period of time, and then you can get more. So I found one where I can, on Pancakeswap, you can stake and get Pancake. But what actually happened, I found I needed to, so we can see here, I needed to go from my Binance account, click withdraw, then change in the BNB, so from the Binance chain onto the Binance Smart Chain by clicking on the network. So first I paste my address, which is my Metamask address, and then the network is the Bet20, so the Binance Smart Chain, and then withdraw, then it asks you for like, get a code from your confirm, get a code. Yeah, and then it asked me to get a code for my phone for security and my email, and then it went through. And then it went onto my Metamask account here. But this is the Ethereum account. But then what happens, because it only links it to this laptop, you have to do it on each one or on your phone, because then you go to custom RPC, and then you're able to get the Binance details and manually add Binance. And then when I manually add Binance, then when I went to Pancakeswap, so here it would say you can connect wallets. You would click connect and connect wallet. But what we saw, I found that for providing liquidity for Pancake, you need 2 asset classes. So I have my Binance, and then maybe I could pick like USD Tether, because I couldn't pick ADA because ADA wasn't on the Binance Smart Chain. So I picked USD Tether. And then once you put those two, that pair of assets to provide liquidity, it gives you LP tokens, so liquidity pool tokens, and that goes to your Binance wallet, then to prove that you've put liquidity. But what you can then do with that is then you go to farm, and then when you're on farm, you will be able to put those LP tokens in order to farm. You farm, and yes, I could put my LP tokens and get free cake. And you can see some nice APR you're able to gain, 145% for this. I could get swing buy tokens if I want and get 363%. I can get crazy percent APR. But in my previous video, remember the risk is, 1, it's no longer in your wallet, it's in these wallets. So it's acceptable for hacking, although these are bigger companies. 2, it's also no guarantee that what I'm staking. So remember, I've originally put my BNB or my Tether. There's no guarantee BNB will be up in value. It could drop. So even if I'm staking and getting more, by the time I get back my money, I could have less than I originally had. But realistically, what's happening is very nice. So not financial advice, but me, staking, yield farming is very good area to get to, kind of thing. So we can see this is the power of Binance. But we also want to look at XRP. So XRP, why they were being sued. So on December 22nd, we can see Securities and Exchange Commission announced today that it has filed action against Ripple Labs, the 2 of its execs who were also significantly security holders, alleged that they raised over 1.3 billion through an unregistered, ongoing digital asset securities offering. So this is all based on whether XRP is a security or a currency. Bitcoin's been seen as a currency, Ethereum's been seen as a currency, but XRP for 10 years, which is older than Ethereum, has been going through this battle kind of thing. And XRP is the one that's linked to banks, and they can be the bridge between banks, and they're partly centralized, even though most of crypto want to be decentralized. But we can see even Binance, which are kind of centralized because they ask for KYC. Many people don't care about if you're centralized no more. It's about making money. You can see everything on Binance keeps pumping. So many people don't care. In fact, it's got the biggest volume. But the same with XRP, they're more centralized, trying to work with banks because banks need to be able to make faster payments. So that's where XRP and Ripple came into play. That's the utility. And many people was excited that banks are secretly buying it and things. But SEC decided to sue them, and the next drama is the SEC, is the Trump administration decided to sue them, but now they're gone. But before they were going, and Biden was there, they quickly put some amendments into the suing, because actually what happened, so there's another company's president law. So even though they sued SEC, even though SEC sued Ripple, another company, Telegram and Kick also went through this thing, and SEC won. Telegram decided not to launch their tokens because it was seen as security, whereas Kick, what happened with Kick, they lost the lawsuit. They had to pay money, but they were still allowed to sell the existing tokens, and it was no longer deemed a security. They were able to carry on. So what Ripple was trying to do was, okay, we don't mind what they call it. Forgot the word, settling. Yeah, they don't mind settling, and we'll pay for whatever you say we owe us, as long as you treat us how Kick is, and we can still carry on selling our XRP tokens and things like that. But the SRC decided, no, we're not going to do that. So SRC said, so Ripple said, no, you can't do that, because President Law, if you did it for Kick, you have to do it for us. But so what SEC did instead was they changed the whole law. They changed it to be now for amendments. Now, for settling cases, you can't settle a case and also get a waiver or get that part that you're still able to sell certain things. You then have to apply later on to see if you can still sell things. It's part of the settlement. You can't have it part of the settlement. So they changed the whole law. So it was very strange why they suddenly changed all these things. Why they so hard against XRP and things. But someone says conspiracy, it was just timing and stuff. But why did it happen so crazily? But what we see, so it seems they're at gridlock. They're not going to be able to come to agreement between Ripple and CRC. And what made it even, and what the other drama of the case was, so the SRC, it's not just about, okay, are there security? I remember, so what is it to be a security? Where is it? So what is it to be a security? So to be a security, let's see, what determines, I think I had it here actually. Let's see, SEC. Let's see. So what determines something as a security is very important. What determines something as a security. See, stocks are, it's all about whether it's a contract. A simple definition of security is any proof of ownership of debt that has been assigned a value and may be sold. For the holder, security represents an investment as an owner, creditor, or right to ownership on which the person hopes to gain profit. So, and what makes something security? In the United States, security is a tradable financial asset of any kind. Securities are broadly categorized in debt securities, e.g. banknotes, bonds, and debentures, equity securities like common stocks and things like that. So that's what goes through. And there's actually a test from a previous case to see if something is a security. Ripple's argument is it's not a security because many people are seen as money. They're using it as money and trading it as money and things like that. So, and you're actually hurting a lot of people that you damage, not just us, you're damaging lots of people. So that's their argument. But then another counter argument is, well, what can you buy with it? It's not fully money. Can you go to the shop with it and things like that? There's another argument. But what's also in the court case is SSC have managed to get the memos from the lawyers of Ripple who was warning them about what SEC, whether it could be a security and the breach and things like that that could happen in the memos. But Ripple's counter argument to those memos is saying, well, actually, they were telling us to seek your advice on how can we carry on business, running our business without it being a security. And Ripple, don't forget, for 10 years, they've been in contact with SEC. They've been telling them what they're doing. They've been doing everything that they can to stay on the books. They haven't been, that's why they're centralized. They haven't been doing things behind the backs or nothing like that. So why after 10 years is now you decide to put a court case over them? So that's part of the argument. And a part of the other drama is the fact, how did the SEC even get this confidential information memos from the lawyer? So part of Ripple's thing is the counter suing or counter saying it should confidential private client confidentiality, that those memos should not be allowed in the court case. So that's part of it. The next part is, if Trump administration said Ethereum is not a security, it said it was a security, but it's no longer security. So Ripple is saying under Freedom of Law Act, we want information from that case on Ethereum. Why is it no longer deemed a security? Because what's important is, even if Ripple loses the case and has to pay money, because at the time they had unauthorized security that they were selling at securities offerings and they should pay some money and things like that, it doesn't mean that now it's still a security and now they can't carry on business as usual, because that's important. They don't mind losing the case as long as they can carry on selling and things like that. And that's why some are even saying it's exciting for XRP's prices, the fact that they don't mind them settling and paying money. That means they just want to be able to carry on selling or trading their thing. And that means they have whales and they have people going to buy it. They have still people that have confidence in Ripple. So that's good for the price, some would say. So that's the other piece of the drama. But we also see then SEC decided to attack more the execs. So SEC's dead wrong former chair Mary Jo Wright defends Ripple and pivotal crypto case. Because remember, this affects loads of other securities. And why? Another thing, the SEC is saying that Ripple is different to Ethereum. Ethereum's algorithms works in a way they didn't release all the coins. They slowly release it. When miners mine and approve transactions, then more Ethereum comes into the ecosystem. It's not all given. Whereas Ripple initially made all the tokens. So in a sense that you have all the shares, made all the tokens, and they distributed some. They had loads, big ownership of some. So that's why in a sense it was not decentralized. If they want Ripple have lots of control of the thing. So that's the argument of why it's a security, because you have a lot of control of it at the start and things, and you slowly were releasing stuff. So that's the argument. So that's why the case is very strong. This is Ethereum, that it's not all released at the same time and there's no control with one party, whereas Ripple did have all control of all of the tokens and things like that, and they released it how they wanted to release it again. But the problem is they're fine whether you owe us for previous, but it's not security now, because Ripple's arguments now is decentralized. Now we don't have full control of it. Now it's everyone's got it and it's not in our control. We don't have the biggest stake or nothing like that. So, but what's changed? So the SEC have decided to attack and say the exec did price manipulation. So they're going after the execs even more, which again could be good, because someone's saying SEC needs to have a win out of this. One win could be they make the execs pay money, say they did price manipulation, you lost money, things like that. But Ripple as a company can carry on with business as usual, like Kit got to, and then the users of XRP, or the people that had the money, and saw it plummeting down, because XRP used to be third in the rankings and now it's like 6th, 7th. It's been going down. Price slumped crazily, although now it kind of went up and it's holding and swings, but it slumped crazily and it's been just staying still, when some people want to get to $1 and $10 if they can be seen as a currency and there's a regulation. We know who we are, so people can use us. So all that was going on, but what we can see, that gridlock. So there's no one coming to pre-trial agreement before trial. So they're still getting more case law. They're still deciding to build a case, and it's looking like in April and spring, the court case is still going to go ahead, and then we'll see where everybody's at. So there's a lot going on, but remember, don't just invest in the financial markets. Don't just invest in Bitcoin and stuff, invest in yourself. So it's good to think about Divine Wholeness is available on Amazon and Kindle. I've got chapters like Money is Stored Up for You, chapters like The Silence Speaks, chapters like Live, and it's all poetic as well. Then you've got also, even my introduction is really good. And then you've also got a soliloquy as we imagine the life of King David. Imagine from a young man who's been told you're going to be a king. Then you got the king that you were helping and fighting, killing giants and things, happy for you, gave you his wife. And then suddenly he doesn't no longer want you there, trying to kill you, when you realize, oh, you're going to be king and things like that. You have to run from your family, run from your wife, hide in the cave, loads of things. Then even you're with enemies, pretending you like them. And imagine the life you would be thinking about. Like, there's a lot to learn from that. So look at my website. There's also free advice, free things, because it's all about learning how to play the same game the rich play. And that's about your capital, human capital. Invest in yourself, invest in your mind, stop procrastinating, have self-control, learn about anxiety, learn about how to limit sexual desire and all the things that make people fail. So check out my website. It's also part of my book called You Are Rich. So you can subscribe, look at my Telegram group below so you can stay up to date, press subscribe, press like, press the bell, and we'll see you here Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays.